Yo, what it do, YouTube? Welcome back to another smooth YouTube video. So we're going to be talking about the tier list of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Spirit game. Now, I finally found a tier list that I actually agree with. So if you want to hear some actual good stuff in this video, make sure to like and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. This, to me, is the most believable, accurate tier list that I've seen. A lot of other people are pushing other agendas, or I mean, the game just came out. I think it's still too early for everybody making YouTube videos on tier lists because no one has played with every single character in this game. The game literally just came out, but we do have a good idea of which characters do outperform others. That I do agree with, but like solid definitive tier list, I feel like every single tier list that I've seen so far, everybody is all over the map except for two SSRs. But with that being said, let's get into the tier list. Now, the best way to do this is to go by roles. We should separate by roles. There are 6 roles in this game, and you kind of sort of want to have like 5 different types so you can activate the rush mode. At least that's what the game tells you when you first open up, but you can kind of double up and do what you want. All right, let's go with defense. So Jonathan, actually, no, let's just go with the entire S plus tier list right here. Blue Ford is amazing. Amazing, rare character. Journal Giovanni is obviously good. Jonathan Joestar is obviously good. Bruno has some crazy effects with his zipper stand. Caesar Zeppeli is probably arguably the best SSR to me in this entire game. He is without a doubt. Not only is he the easiest SSR, because I've re-rolled on a bunch of accounts. And actually, while I'm saying that, let me also prove that yes, I have indeed re-rolled on a bunch of accounts, because this is the only game that makes re-rolling fairly freaking easy. Like, re-rolling in this game is ridiculously easy. So like I said, I've re-rolled countless times. And I did a lot of this stuff yesterday. So as you can see, my main account, TripleO, is at level 7. I got level 4 here, level 3, 3, 3. Got a 5 right there. I got a 3 and a 3. So I've been re-rolling like crazy. I think I did one on, what was that? Can I go back? Hold on. I think I did one on the Europe server too, because I didn't understand how to switch accounts. Yep. See, I got one over there on the Europe side too, but let's go back over here to my American one, TripleO, because I got the absolute craziest luck on that account right there. But I just want to prove that I know a thing or two about this game, a little bit of it, especially when it comes to re-rolling. Re-roll for Caesar, Anthony, Antonio, Zeppeli. And then Anthony, my dad's name Anthony, but Caesar Zeppeli, definitely the best SSR character this entire game. Everything about him is just amazing. Everything. He has no flaws. He is probably the best SSR in the entire game. I know that usually goes to him and Koichi, but Caesar by himself is just amazing. By himself. Definitely the best SSR entire game. Jotaro Kujo, I don't see it. I mean, I see it, but I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting Caesar above Jotaro Kujo personally, and I do have Kujo, but I'm pretty sure if I had, dupes into him, my opinion probably would change, because all of these characters need, like, you need to unlock all of this, right? Surely if I unlocked all of this and saw him in game, my opinion would obviously change. But Caesar, to me, out the gate, everybody gets one copy. I will always talk from a free to play perspective. Sorry if I get tongue tied and try to think about what I'm trying to say. My brain moves faster than my mouth, but I talk from a free to play standpoint. Every little gotcha game that comes out, free to play. Caesar better than Jotaro out the box, because every character only has a one skill and one ultimate. To me, Caesar just outperforms Jotaro. That's just me. Blue 4, you can obviously get a bunch of copies of him. He's a crazy character. Then S tier, got Koichi, Pros. I'm not gonna try to butcher his name. Threzo, Hermes. Costello, to me, very good tank. I do love her abilities for sure. And she has this harpoon attack. Does it draw enemies in? Because I do have an account where I was using her and I want to convert to that account just because of her, because I like having tanks. But there's obviously another good tank in this game. You know, I'm like, this is everybody in the game. Rubber Soul in S tier is crazy. This is pretty much everybody in their specific order. I am very surprised that Saventio is outperformed by Rubber Soul. Because if you look at Saventio, he has some crazy stuff going on in his kit. But let's do this by tank. Jonathan Joestar is the best because all JoJo characters will just be the best characters in the game. Hermes and Robosol are in S tier. We all get Abuchi and then Saventio in A tier. And then you have these two bums right here at the very bottom. Next up, we have Assault. We have Cujo and Blueford. The fact that we have an rare character on the same S plus tier as Cujo, you can decide how you want to feel about that. I decide that Cujo ain't that broken, bro. I mean, we could reroll for him just because he's a very popular character. But Blueford is sitting right there on the same tier as him. Come on, cuz. Come on. Lisa. I do love Lisa. She has some crazy good abilities. And then you have Pross right here. Again, you have SSR, SR, and R characters. And that's kind of the rest of everybody. Leaky Eye being the worst dog character in the entire game. Agility, I don't really know what are agility supposed to do. Blends this site's own kit Fag Red with the same combat. Hold on. Okay, never mind. This doesn't really explain. Well, guides, team. Wait, do we have anything that kind of actually explains every single mechanic in the game as far as characters go? Oh, wait. Reroll guide. Just out of curiosity, who are y'all saying to reroll for? Who to actually chase? Boom. Caesar Zeppeli. Right there. Oh my gosh. And then Koichi. Koichi is pretty good. Yep. Whole Horse. Tonio Trendy. Yeah, bro. Just, I love it when my thoughts are backed up very easily. I do love that. Okay. Codex. Do we have just summon, shop, team tier list, badges, collectibles, world opponents, items? Do we not just have that kind of like explains people's like roles, like what they're supposed to do in their role? I guess not. Hold on. Let me find another. I think there's another website for this. Let's go to my wikis. I just add this other one in here. It does not explain, because I need to know what the heck does agility even do in this game is what I really want to know. Characters, badges, dramatic scenes, wiki home, characters. If I click on agility here, Bruno, agility, doesn't really say anything about that. Agility opener built around sticky finger control. Okay, so it's just, okay, never mind. I don't know what agility is for. Let's just say that. But you got Bruno sitting up there by himself. Then you have Strazo, another rare character sitting up here. Then you have Diavolo, who I have had before. But Strazo, like the R character sitting up here in S tier is pretty crazy. I can't wait for them to add more characters to the game. Range is probably a very stacked category because you have Zizar by himself, and then you have two SRs in Whole Horse and Mista. Mista might be crazier than Whole Horse after reading his entire kit in my previous video. He's actually pretty crazy. FF, Stone Ocean range specialist. She has one ultimate skill. Okay. She has some stuff going on, but you get Mista for free. You're guaranteed to get Mista, and you get another copy of Mista for just playing the game for your first login. Mista is the easiest, like out of all of them, he's the easiest to invest into. But obviously Caesar is just, he's on a different level, bro. specials, we do have Koichi and we do have Adval, Pet Shop, this guy. I would argue that Pet Shop is crazy. Pet Shop and Adval, so like you got one that does fire, one that does ice. They're crazy. But Koichi has a lot of stuff in his kit that's pretty amazing. And then on the support side, I would argue that when it comes to support, you kind of only want to run Giovanni or Tonio. These two right here are probably the most broken supports in the game, especially if you can unlock Journal's like other skills that he has in his kit. If you can unlock more of those, you're off to the races. And then obviously Joseph Joestar Old Man, he does boost other characters and teammates attack. He does have that in his kit, especially if you get more. I think you have to get more dupes of Mr. Old Man Joseph. Increases shield and healing bonuses to all attack against vampires and zombies, do additional damage. Increases the ultimate's damage transfer ratio by 6%. Wait, where is this ability that helps other people? Marks enemies with this hermit. Purple's psychic power having an 80% chance to inflict 5 stacks of damage. Amplification on one random enemy within 5 times. Okay, never mind. He doesn't boost your team. He just boosts the enemies. Basically, he just reduces damage reduction and guard for them, basically. That's basically what I'm just reading right there. But you do have that going on. I think, yeah, and support, that's kind of it. So the top dogs in the game, if you want to do all of them, is Cujo, Caesar, Blueford, Journal, Giovanni, Jonathan Joestar, and Bruno as S+ tier. But you really just want to go over this. So then you have Koichi, you have Prost, Strazo, Hermes, Kenzo, Tonio. I love Tonio. Like free to play out the gate, Tonio over Giovanni until you get more dupes. And then everybody else. I agree with all of this. I think I have Robosoul. I want to try out Robosoul as my tank today, later on, just to see how good he is. But I might just run with Robosoul, Strazel, and Blueford just to see what I can see from them. I want to run just straight R's and then SR characters. I don't want to run no SSR characters today. Then I will report my findings on who's actually out here just being monsters of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you like button, subscribe, if you're new to the channel. It's your boy Smooth. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.